Seniors, 4 dangerous fruits you should never eat, and 4 you must eat. Senior health. Hey there, guys. You're biting into a juicy piece of fruit, thinking you're doing your body a favor. But what if that fruit, one you've loved for years, could actually be putting your health at risk as you age? It's a question that might catch you off guard, especially if you're over 50 and navigating the changes that come with growing older. I'm a nutrition enthusiast who spent years digging into how food impacts our bodies, and today, I want to share something critical with you, something that could change the way you look at your fruit bowl. Fruits are nature's gift, bursting with vitamins and antioxidants, but here's the surprising part: not all fruits are safe for seniors. As our bodies age, the way we process nutrients shifts, and some fruits can cause more harm than good. A 2023 study from the American Heart Association revealed that over 70% of adults over 50 in the U.S. live with at least one chronic condition, and half of them take at least one medication daily. Here's where it gets wild: certain fruits can mess with those medications, leading to side effects that could land you in the hospital. It's not something we talk about enough, but it's a game changer for staying healthy as we age. That's why I'm here to walk you through which fruits to avoid, and which ones to embrace to keep you feeling vibrant and strong. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which fruits could be troublemakers for your health, and which ones are your new best friends. So, stick with me, and let's dive into this fruity adventure together. Oh, and if you love learning how to stay healthy as you age, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming tips. Let's get started. 4 dangerous fruits you should never eat. 1. Grapefruit. There's something so refreshing about slicing into a grapefruit, that tangy burst waking up your senses. I used to love starting my day with it, but then I learned something that changed everything: grapefruit can be a silent threat for seniors. This fruit contains compounds called furanocoumarins, which might sound like something from a chemistry lab, but they're very real and very powerful. These compounds block an enzyme in your liver called CYP3A4, which acts like your body's cleanup crew. This enzyme is responsible for breaking down a wide range of medications, think statins for cholesterol, blood pressure pills, or even anti-anxiety drugs, so they don't build up to toxic levels in your blood. When grapefruit interferes, it's like shutting down the cleanup crew, causing a dangerous traffic jam of drugs in your system. Imagine your body as a busy highway, with medications flowing through like cars. The CYP3A4 enzyme is the traffic cop, making sure everything moves smoothly. Grapefruit comes along and ties up the cop, letting cars pile up. The result? Drug levels can spike to dangerous heights. A study in the Journal of Clinical Pharmacology put numbers to this risk, showing that grapefruit can increase statin levels by up to 300%. That's not a small jump. It can lead to heart complications, muscle damage, or even a higher risk of stroke. For seniors on medications for heart conditions, blood pressure, or anxiety, grapefruit is a fruit to steer clear of. But it's not just about the fruit itself. Grapefruit juice, even in small amounts, can have the same effect. I was shocked to learn that even a glass of juice in the morning can linger in your system for up to 24 hours, affecting how your medications work all day long. And it's not just prescription drugs. Over-the-counter meds like antihistamines can also be impacted. This is why grapefruit is such a sneaky threat. It's not something you'd think twice about, but it can throw your health off balance. If you're on these medications, swap grapefruit for safer citrus options like oranges or tangerines. They deliver that same zesty vitamin C and antioxidant boost without meddling with your liver's cleanup crew. Oranges, for example, have a similar nutrient profile but lack those troublesome furanocoumarins, so you can enjoy them worry-free. If you're unsure whether your meds are affected, check with your doctor or pharmacist. They'll know which drugs interact with grapefruit. As we move on, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's turn to a fruit that's a summertime staple, one that's juicy and delicious but might be too much for some seniors. 2. Cherries. Cherries are like nature's candy, aren't they? Whether you're popping them fresh from the farmer's market or snacking on them during a picnic, they're hard to resist. But here's where you had to rethink your love for cherries. They can be risky for seniors, especially if you're managing diabetes or insulin resistance, which affect over 30% of Americans over 50. Cherries are packed with natural sugars, which can cause a rapid spike in your blood sugar, something your body might struggle to handle as you age. Think of your blood sugar like a seesaw. When you eat cherries, the sugar rushes in, tipping the seesaw up sharply. Your body scrambles to produce insulin to bring it back down, but for seniors with diabetes or prediabetes, that seesaw doesn't balance as easily. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition really opened my eyes to this. It found that just 1 cup of cherries can raise your blood sugar by 25% within an hour. To put that in perspective, that's similar to the spike you'd get from a sugary drink like soda. For someone whose body is already working hard to manage glucose, that's a lot of stress. And here's where it gets trickier: not all cherries are created equal. Fresh cherries are one thing, but dried cherries, cherry juice, or cherries in syrup are like sugar bombs. When you dry cherries, you remove the water, concentrating the sugars into a tiny package. A small handful of dried cherries can have as much sugar as a candy bar. Cherry juice is no better. It strips away the fiber that slows sugar absorption, sending glucose straight into your bloodstream. For seniors with diabetes, prediabetes, or even insulin resistance, these can lead to fatigue, mood swings, or long-term complications like nerve damage. But don't worry, you don't have to swear off cherries completely. My approach is moderation. If you love cherries, stick to fresh ones and keep your portion small. Think 10 to 12 cherries, not a whole bowl. The water and fiber in fresh cherries help cushion that sugar spike, making them easier on your body. I also like to pair them with a protein, like a few almonds, to slow down sugar absorption even more. It's like adding a speed bump to that seesaw. Avoid dried cherries or juice altogether, they're just not worth the risk. As we shift to the next fruit, give this video a like if you're finding these insights helpful. It really helps me keep sharing this kind of info. Up next, we've got a fruit that's a go-to for many but could be overloading your system in a surprising way. 3. Bananas. Bananas are the ultimate grab-and-go fruit, aren't they? They're soft, sweet, and perfect for a quick snack or smoothie. I used to toss one in my bag without a second thought, but then I learned something that made me reconsider. Bananas can be a potassium overload for seniors. Bananas are famous for their potassium, which is great for muscle function and heart health in younger years. But as we age, our kidneys, which regulate potassium levels, don't work as efficiently. Too much potassium can lead to a condition called hyperkalemia, where your blood has more potassium than it can handle. Think of your kidneys as a filter, carefully balancing the potassium in your blood like a bartender mixing a drink. Too much potassium is like overpouring, it throws everything off. Hyperkalemia can cause serious issues like irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, or even heart complications. A study in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases put this into stark relief. It showed that eating just 1 banana a day can increase the risk of potassium overload in seniors with kidney issues. For those on diuretics or blood pressure medications, which affect potassium levels, bananas add another layer of risk. But it's not just about kidney function. Bananas are also high in natural sugars, which can challenge blood sugar control, especially if you're eating them in large amounts. A medium banana has about 27 grams of carbs, roughly equivalent to 2 slices of bread. For seniors with diabetes or insulin resistance, that's something to watch. And let's not forget about ripeness. Overripe bananas, the ones that are super soft and sweet, have even more sugar, making them harder on your system. If you have kidney issues or are on medications that affect potassium, cut back on bananas. Instead, reach for low potassium fruits like apples or pears. They're just as satisfying but won't stress your kidneys or heart. If you're healthy and still want bananas, stick to half a banana at a time and pair it with a protein like yogurt to balance the sugar. It's about enjoying them smarter, not giving them up entirely. As we move to our final dangerous fruit, share this video with a friend who might need to hear this, it could make a big difference. Next up, we're diving into a category of fruits that's marketed as healthy but could be sabotaging your health. 4. Dried fruits. Dried fruits like raisins, apricots, or prunes are everywhere, in trail mix, baked goods, or even as a healthy snack at the grocery store. I used to think they were a great way to get fruit on the go, but here's the truth that changed my perspective: dried fruits are a sugar trap. When you dry fruit, you remove the water, concentrating the sugars and calories into a tiny package. It's like taking a glass of wine and turning it into a shot of liquor. The impact is much stronger. A fresh grape has about 1 gram of sugar. Turn it into a raisin, and that same grape now has 4 grams of sugar because the water's gone, but the sugar stays. A study from the Harvard School of Public Health shocked me with this comparison. a small handful of raisins has as much sugar as 3 cups of soda. 3 cups. For seniors with diabetes or heart disease, that kind of sugar spike can be a disaster, causing energy crashes, weight gain, or even worsening insulin resistance. And many store-bought dried fruits have added sugars or preservatives, making them even worse. But it's not just about sugar. Dried fruits lack the water and fiber that make fresh fruits filling, so it's easy to overeat them. Think about it, you'd eat 10 grapes and feel satisfied, but 10 raisins? You'd barely notice. This can lead to unintentional calorie overload, which is a concern for seniors watching their weight or managing metabolic conditions. Plus, the sticky texture of dried fruits can cling to your teeth, increasing the risk of dental issues, which is something we need to be mindful of as we age. My tip is simple but effective: choose fresh fruits over dried whenever possible. If you crave dried fruits, make your own at home using an oven or dehydrator with no added sugar. This way, you control the process and keep the nutrients without the sugar bomb. If you buy dried fruits, check the label for no added sugar, and stick to a small portion, think a tablespoon, not a handful. Now, let's move into the good stuff, fruits that are true superheroes for seniors. But before that, drop a comment with your favorite fruit snack. I'm curious to hear what you love. 4 fruits you must eat. Now that we've navigated the danger zone, let's focus on the fruits that are like allies in your quest for better health. These are the ones I've added to my own routine, and I'm excited to share why they're so powerful for those of us over 50. They're not just tasty, they're backed by science to keep you thriving. First up is a tiny fruit that's small but mighty when it comes to protecting your brain. 1. Blueberries. Blueberries are my secret weapon for keeping my mind sharp, and I bet they'll become yours too. These little berries are packed with anthocyanins, a type of flavonoid that acts like a bodyguard for your brain. They reduce inflammation, protect against oxidative stress, and strengthen the connections between your brain cells. It's like giving your brain a daily tune-up, helping you stay sharp for everything, from crossword puzzles to remembering where you parked your car. Think of your brain as a network of wires. Over time, those wires can fray, leading to memory lapses or slower thinking. Anthocyanins help reinforce the wires, keeping signals strong. A study in the Journal of Neuroscience blew me away with this finding: eating just half a cup of blueberries a day can reduce your risk of cognitive decline by 20%. That's a huge win for seniors, especially since cognitive health is one of our biggest concerns as we age. Blueberries also improve blood flow to the brain, which is like giving your mind more oxygen to work with. But there's more. Blueberries are low in sugar and high in fiber, making them a great choice for managing blood sugar, which is crucial if you're dealing with diabetes or insulin resistance. They're also rich in vitamin C, which supports your immune system and keeps your skin looking youthful. It's like getting a whole health package in one tiny berry. I was amazed to learn that frozen blueberries are just as nutritious as fresh, which is great for those of us on a budget or living plus keeping them in the freezer year-round. Here's how I make blueberries part of my day: I toss half a cup into my morning yogurt or eat them straight from the fridge. Pairing them with yogurt is a double win because the probiotics in yogurt support your gut, which is like a second brain for your overall health. It's a delicious combo that boosts memory and reduces cognitive decline. If you're not a yogurt fan, try adding blueberries to a smoothie or sprinkling them on oatmeal. It's so easy, and your brain will thank you. Give this video a like if you're ready to add some brain power to your diet. Up next, we've got a classic fruit that's been protecting hearts for generations. 2. Apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, and I used to think that was just a cute saying. But after diving into the science, I'm convinced apples are a must-have for seniors. They're loaded with pectin, a type of soluble fiber that acts like a sponge, soaking up LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, before it can clog your arteries. It's like giving your heart a daily cleaning, reducing your risk of heart disease and stroke, which are top concerns for those of us over 50. Imagine your arteries as pipes in your house. Over time, they can get gunked up with cholesterol, slowing down blood flow. Pectin swoops in to clear out the gunk, keeping things flowing smoothly. The American Heart Association backed this up with a study that I love sharing. It showed that eating 1 apple a day can lower your bad cholesterol by 12%. That's a significant drop, especially when you consider that heart disease is the leading cause of death for Americans over 50. Apples also help regulate blood sugar, thanks to their fiber, which slows sugar absorption and prevents spikes. But apples do more than just protect your heart. They're rich in antioxidants like quercetin, which reduces inflammation and supports lung health, great for seniors dealing with respiratory issues. They're also low in calories and high in water, making them a filling snack that helps with weight management. I was surprised to learn that different apple varieties have slightly different benefits. For example, Granny Smith apples are tart and great for baking, while Honeycrisp are sweeter and perfect for eating raw. No matter the type, you're getting a health boost. My routine is simple: I eat an apple every morning, usually with a smear of almond butter for extra protein. It's like a natural appetite suppressant, keeping me full and stopping those mid-morning cravings. The fiber promotes fullness and aids digestion, so you're less likely to reach for unhealthy snacks. If you're watching your blood sugar, eat the skin. That's where most of the fiber and antioxidants are. Share this tip with someone you care about as we move to our next fruit, one that's creamy and full of healthy fats. It's not just tasty but a champion for your cholesterol and energy levels. 3. Avocado. Avocados have become a staple in my kitchen, and I'm betting they'll win you over too. I used to think they were just a trendy food for younger folks, but now I see why they're a superstar for seniors. Avocados are packed with monounsaturated fats, the good kind, that lower bad cholesterol and keep your heart in top shape. They're like a steady fuel source, giving you energy without the crash you get from sugary snacks. For those of us over 50, keeping our heart strong and our energy up means more time enjoying life. Think of your cholesterol like a seesaw, with LDL, bad, cholesterol on one side, and HDL, good, cholesterol on the other. Avocados help tip the seesaw in your favor by lowering LDL and boosting HDL. A study in the Journal of Clinical Lipidology sealed the deal for me. It found that eating just a quarter of an avocado a day can reduce bad cholesterol by 15%. That's a small amount for a big payoff. Avocados are also rich in vitamin E, which protects your skin from aging, and potassium, which supports blood pressure, though in much smaller amounts than bananas, so they're safer for kidney health. But what I love most about avocados is how they make you feel full. Their healthy fats and fiber slow digestion, keeping you satisfied for hours. This is a game changer if you're managing your weight or trying to avoid mindless snacking. I was amazed to learn that avocados can even improve nutrient absorption. For example, eating avocado with a salad helps your body absorb more carotenoids from veggies like carrots or tomatoes. It's like giving your meal a nutritional boost. Here's how I work avocados into my day. I spread a quarter of an avocado on whole grain toast for breakfast or toss some into a salad. It's like adding a creamy, nutrient-packed boost to your meal. Pairing it with whole grain bread or veggies adds fiber, supporting digestion and heart health. If you're new to avocados, start small. Half an avocado is plenty for a meal. Drop a comment if you're ready to try this heart-healthy gem. Next, let's come to the final fruit, which is a tropical delight that's a secret weapon for digestion and pain relief. 4. Papaya. Papaya might not be your everyday fruit, but it's become one of my favorites for staying comfortable and healthy. This tropical gem contains an enzyme called papain, which is like a personal assistant for your digestive system. It helps break down proteins, making meals easier on your stomach, especially if you're dealing with bloating or indigestion. Plus, papaya is loaded with vitamin C, A, and E, which fight inflammation and keep your skin looking youthful. For those of us dealing with joint pain or arthritis, papaya is like a natural remedy. Imagine your digestive system as a busy kitchen. Sometimes, it gets overwhelmed, leading to bloating or discomfort. Papain steps in like an extra chef, breaking down tough proteins so your body can handle them more easily. A study in the Journal of Food Science amazed me with this finding: eating half a papaya a day can improve digestion and reduce arthritis inflammation by 20%. That's a big deal when you're trying to stay active and pain-free. Papaya's anti-inflammatory properties come from its antioxidants, which neutralize free radicals that cause joint pain and tissue damage. But papaya's benefits go beyond digestion and joints. Its high vitamin C content, over 100% of your daily needs in half a fruit, supports your immune system, which is crucial as we age. It's also low in sugar and high in fiber, making it a great choice for blood sugar control. I was surprised to learn that papaya seeds are edible and have a peppery flavor, though I stick to the flesh for its sweet, juicy taste. If you're buying papaya, look for one that's slightly soft and orange-red. It's ripe and ready to eat. My go-to is eating half a papaya in the morning, either on its own or blended into a smoothie. It's like giving your gut a head start for the day, reducing bloating and keeping things moving smoothly. For smoothies, I mix papaya with a bit of yogurt and berries for a nutrient-packed breakfast. Wow, what a journey through the world of fruits. If any of these fruits sparked an idea or you want to share your own favorites, drop a comment below with a one to let me know. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, it really helps spread the word. And please, share this with a friend or family member who could use these tips. It's a small way to help someone stay healthy. Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, so you never miss a video packed with health insights just for you. We've uncovered the hidden dangers of grapefruit, cherries, bananas, and dried fruits, fruits that might seem innocent but can cause trouble for seniors, especially if you're managing medications or chronic conditions. On the flip side, we've celebrated the superpowers of blueberries, apples, avocados, and papaya, true allies that boost your brain, heart, energy, and comfort. Every choice you make at the grocery store or farmer's market is a chance to protect your health and feel your best. I've seen these changes make a huge difference in my own life, and I'm so excited for you to experience it too. Here's my challenge: pick one of these superhero fruits, maybe an apple or some blueberries, and add it to your routine this week. Your body will thank you. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this fruity adventure. I wish you vibrant health and endless energy in the days ahead. Stay well, and I'll see you in the next video.